Like many, I've been fiending for some Grand Theft Auto ever since they dropped the trailer for GTA 6 back in December. And to be honest, it's driven me a little silly. Well, to be honest, not as silly as most of the other people I've seen online. I would just go back and play some of the classics, but Rockstar had to go and replace them with this masterpiece. I've played so much GTA 5, it's pretty much etched into my psyche at this point, and you can't go 5 minutes in GTA Online without getting obliterated by a screeching toddler on a flying motorcycle. I know GTA 4 is still there, but I'm being completely honest. I think that game kinda blows. No. There's a lot of open world mayhem games out there, but few of them scratch the same itch that GTA does. If only there was some way I could find some new GTA-like games. Like, if there was a store where people all around the world were making and uploading games for other people to play. Oh yeah. Wait, what? Oh, no, I am not clicking on that. I'm no stranger to the circus that is the Steam store. I've got a number of videos showing the excellent games you can find on Valve's premier gaming marketplace. So if I'm ever going to find a game that has the GTA vibes I'm looking for, this is the place to do it. Amazing Frog? Nah, this game looks too Goat Simulator coded. APB Reloaded? I seriously think the only time anyone ever played this was to get the free hat in Team Fortress 2. Wait, never mind. That was a different MMO crime game. What about Rustler? I mean, they literally call it Grand Theft Horse right in the title. Really though, if I wanted to play GTA with horses, I would just play Red Dead 2. And I think I'd rather get hit in the nuts with one of those riot control beanbags than play through that game again. Yeah, I should probably start keeping my mouth shut. I'm sure I already pissed off a good portion of the internet with my opinions on GTA 4, and I'll really anger the masses if I let my opinions on Red Dead Redemption 2 out into the public. Hey, wait a minute. Streatham Hill Stories? Now, this looks promising. We totally don't have any copyright infringement going on here. Never mind the fact the game straight up says it's a London-based Grand Theft Auto clone. I mean, it's only $5. What have I got to lose?
Little did he know. He would actually have quite a lot to lose.
As soon as I booted the game up, I knew I was in for a good time when I saw that there were 9 different launch options for this game. And only one of these actually starts the game. All of these others are settings that, and I'm not kidding, open up a notepad document where you have to manually type in the settings you want to change, like screen resolution. Never in my life have I seen a game work like this. And the best part is, none of this actually works. Here is the game at its default resolution, and here it is after I tried to change it to 1080p. Also, all of these jank settings just completely stopped working after I changed them for the first time, so I had to completely uninstall and reinstall the game to get things to work properly.
About the same quality control as your videos.
Wow, so we're full-on stealing from GTA, huh? For real, this is lawsuit levels of infringement. Why don't we take a look at some of these certified humans on the splash screen here? Okay, so we got a lady with an arm coming just right out of her boob. And why exactly does it look like she's lifting up her skirt? What about this guy up here? Again, we have arms magically sprouting out of people's bodies. Is this game AI generated? Did we ask a British AI what we thought Grand Theft Auto was? Once I actually got into the game, I immediately found a settings menu that had almost all of the same stuff as before. Except this time, everything actually worked. I don't know what it is about it, but when I see this HD stock image logo, I immediately think of the most crustiest, deep-fried JPEGs on the entire planet. Oh, yep, This is definitely working as intended. And if I keep scrolling, we can unlock Eldritch Resolutions. I love Cthulhu gaming. Just don't let HP Lovecraft onto the mic or he'll turn it into a 2012 Call of Duty lobby. Oh, this is absolutely glorious. Just from this alone, I can tell exactly what kind of game we're in for. Yep, it crashed. Perfect. Already off to a fantastic start. It's okay, it's okay. This is running just about as well as your average Bethesda title. Let's just give it a quick reboot, okay? And look at that. Only took about 15 minutes to get the game to run properly, but we're finally playing it. I can't wait to explore this rich city and see what all it has to offer.
Go blimey! Take that, go blimey! Go blimey! Go blimey! I'll kill you!
I gotta say, it's the most accurate interaction with a British person I've ever seen. Now, you can't have a GTA game without gunning down innocent people, so let's get out there and commit some crimes. This is the most shockingly realistic video game I have ever played. Hey there, friend, don't mind me. Totally didn't just gun down a random person or anything. Just doing my afternoon frictionless slide through the park like I do every day. Do I really need to mention that the controls are utter anus? Just the simple act of walking around is way more difficult than it needs to be. It's as if my legs are completely disconnected from the rest of my body. But while the walking is bad, aiming your weapon is one of the most transcendent experiences I have ever had. This has to be the gun that was used to shoot JFK. And even though this is explicitly a GTA clone, there's not one single car you can steal. Though you can meld your body with them and become one with the automobile. You know, I have dreams like this, but they specifically involve Lightning McQueen's girlfriend from the movie Cars. I should probably stop talking about this now. Alright, obviously this game is extremely broken. There is no way this is how this game is supposed to work. So let me reboot it one more time. Okay, hey look, we got an actual cutscene this time, complete with an utterly breathtaking shot of the surrounding city. Good lord, why do the graphics look like this? I can't tell if I have glaucoma or if I've suffered a head injury. You can tell the developers really had an eye for the smaller details, having the cars just spawn right in the middle of the street. And the amount of bloom is making me feel like I just got hit with a flashbang. Now that we're finally back in the game, let's see if it's functional this time.
I'll take that as disrespect. Go blimey! I'll kill you!
What did I actually expect? Well, now that I know this game has a story, we might as well see if it's worth a squirt. As expected, we kick things off with your stock standard shoot the targets tutorial mission. Oh, so we're just doing this right here in the middle of the street? Not gonna sneak off to a back alley or anything? Now see, here in America, it's perfectly legal to shoot off guns in the middle of public, but kind of think that's a little sketch in the UK. I thought the only thing you could do there was stab people with knives. Made that look easy. Again, American, so it's kind of in my blood. What's the next job you got for me? Oh my god, finally! Yes! We get to actually sit inside a car! I seriously didn't think this was going to happen. This is a little mind-boggling. So our next job is to bust a cap in this guy named Leo, who stole a pretty important cell phone. It's got your standard gang crime fare on it, like the location of all the gang's weapon stashes. Don't know why you wouldn't also write that down on a separate sheet of paper or something, but it also has the ability to call the army for airstrikes? What? Like, is this a problem in the UK? Is their military constantly colluding with gang members to obliterate different parts of London? The subsequent gunfight is as exciting as you would expect.
Go blimey! I'll kill you!
And we actually get to keep the phone after. But I think they got this piece of shit off Temu because this phone sucks. You have to perfectly angle your camera anytime you want to use the phone, or else it just doesn't show up on your screen, or it's so small you can barely use it. Oh man, we're only 2 missions in and they already give us cheats? We'll get to those in just a minute. I'm 95% positive that sound effect was just someone going swoosh into the mic. We also unlock some grenades after that mission, and I'm honestly impressed that they work as intended, except for the minor detail that they're powered by Looney Tunes logic. I've heard of popping a stiffy, but this is ridiculous. For a second, I thought these were the only 2 missions in the game because I couldn't find another mission marker. But once I rebooted the game again, the 3rd mission finally popped up. Oh, hell yeah! We get to drive a car now! And it's an Audi? Oh, talk about living the high life. Also, quick aside, you think the developer actually got the rights to use Audi in this game? You can find a number of dubiously legal properties scattered around the city and some advertisements that are just as questionable. Thinking of selling or letting your property? Visit townyco.uk. Or why don't we put 2 massive billboards of the game franchises we're blatantly stealing from? Whoa, figured this game was stealing from everything, but I didn't realize it was stealing from me too. Even though I'm 1000% suing this dev for copyright infringement, I do agree with this ad. You should subscribe to my channel. I'm a connoisseur of only the most delectably terrible games, with the occasional gem snuck in there too, so if you're a fan of that, be sure to utterly smack that subscribe button so you don't miss a video.
Shameless plug over.
Anyway, we got ourselves a brand new Audi with only the minor stipulation that it's actively being hunted down by the cops.
Police are after it though, so you need to bring it to the paint spray on Aldwell Road.
Pack it up and get it away from the police before they pop a cap in your perfectly what am I doing? As GTA logic dictates, all we need to do is slap a fresh coat of paint on this bad boy. If only it was that easy to get away from the cops in real life. Hey man. Hey man. Alright, so all we gotta do is get to the pay and spray. Once again, just even more blatant theft from GTA. Don't know why I'm shocked at this point. Just gotta make a quick turn out of here. Just a simple turn. Okay. Oh, yep, can see there for a second. Okay, just hit the car. Okay, yep, forward. Go forward. Okay, yep, didn't even turn there. Not turning at all anymore. The car's just doing, and cool. Yep, Austin Powers it. Great. Mission failed, and I didn't even make it out of the driveway.
You really drove that thing like a shopping cart. Well done.
Well, the cops aren't here yet, so I'm sure I can still make it. Oh, excellent! Yeah, just spawn a car right in front of me. You just keep spawning cars on top of me. When we get to Fast and Furious 45 and no one cares anymore, this is the kind of special effects we'll get. Even though this is only the 3rd mission, this is hands down the most frustrating thing in the entire game. Every time I failed, it was because cars literally dropped from the sky on top of me and would scratch the paint job, causing me to immediately fail. But I could crash into pretty much anything else and be totally fine. And obviously, this crap box handled as horribly as you would expect. Here's a little clip of me just trying to drive in a straight line. I would say blind people probably have an easier time wiping after pinching one off than I did trying to drive a car in this game. After failing 5 times to totally fair car spawns, I just gave up. Mainly because I have to play less than 2 hours for, reasons. Having completely given up on the story, I decided to walk around the city for a little bit to see if there was anything else to do. And of course, it was as barren as a screening of the Borderlands movie. But it did give me an opportunity to people watch, and I have to say, I don't think I've ever seen more lifelike AI in a video game before. Especially with the cars, it perfectly captures the driving skill of people who drive on the left side of the road. I think now is the perfect time we dip our toes into the cheat menu we saw earlier. First off, we can get more life, pretty basic, but I'm glad for it because I guarantee I knocked a few years off of my lifespan by playing this game. We can also change the weather and apply one of the worst visual filters I've ever seen before. Oh cool, I can get myself $1 million. That's so useful to buy the singular property that's for sale in this entire game. The Superman cheat is easily the best, only because it screws around with the Doppler effect and makes all of the sound effects 10 times better.
Take that as disrespect.
This is also permanent, by the way, so if you want to turn it off, go f yourself. Finally, we get to see what these airstrikes are all about. Dropping a bomb this close will kill me? Psh, whatever. I need an escape from this virtual hell anyway. Yeah, any day now. It's just, I don't got anything else more important to do. No, I can stand here forever. Okay, this must be one of those new airstrikes that just kills people out of boredom. But out of all of these, the one I was most excited for was the fighter jet cheat. I cannot wait to see how this game handles flying, and it crashed. That's about par for the course at this point. All I could say for that last game is, wow. Like, I was expecting some stinkiness, but that game just took it and ran with it. I honestly don't know how our next game can live up to that, but this is a game called MA3, and me trying to describe it, I'm just gonna end up butchering it, so I'll let the game's Steam description do the work for me. You play as Mahi and MA3 to save the peoples from bad peoples. When you Mahi, you live a normal life, but if you are MA3, then you will be the people's lifesaver. I'm sure you understood all of that, there's no need for me to repeat it, let's just go ahead and get into the game. Now, I've played video games with utterly epic intros, but without a doubt, MA3 has one of the intros of all time. Sadly, I have to replace the music because I'm pretty sure all of the music in this game gets hit with that piss yellow $sign, but I think what I found makes the whole thing a lot better.
Dad, can you tell me a story?
Okay, dear.
Nice, Dad. What is the story name?
The story name is MA3. Once upon a time in one city, there always crime happened naturally. There one man start lived there. There he worked as a transporter.
Okay. Let me just chill for a little bit because I'm pretty sure that intro just gave me brain damage. All right, so the first thing we're greeted with is muscle buff McButt over here. Better get him dressed before his muscular man boobs flag the YouTube censors. Yes, I too get dressed by running into the clothes I have displayed on my wall. Okay, before we go any further, just real quick, I have to ask, is this guy a manlet, or did I buy a house owned by Paul Bunyan? Yes, the roids shrunk a lot more than his wee-hoo, if you know what I mean. Ah, yes, the gun room, a staple of every American household. Now, it seems this house has a bedroom, a kitchen, a garage, all the staple rooms, but no bathroom? Is this man so utterly strong that he just doesn't need to take a That's probably what his muscles are made of. Whenever he has to go, he just reabsorbs it and builds it onto his body. What's our first mission gonna be, huh? Get into a shootout, robbing a liquor store, screenshotting NFTs off a Crypto Bros Twitter page?
Get the car and go to Pizza Hut.
Oh, okay, yeah. Well, I guess we're trying to come up with the most boring mission we can to kick this whole thing off. I bet this weird-ass looking dog is going off to do something way more interesting. Not to mention, once again, we have blatant copyright infringement. I don't know why I'm surprised. GTA is all about committing crimes. These games are just taking it to another level and actually committing copyright crimes. Immediately, this game is already better than the first one we played because it actually lets you drive a car right from the beginning. But the controls are still a big pile of ballsack. What? I thought we were going to Pizza Hut, not a place called Nando Pizza. It's not a big deal. Pizza Hut went to Dookie anyway after they stopped using those wavy red plastic cups. This place seems way better than Pizza Hut anyway, because we got wizards up in this muh. Hang on, wait a minute, what? I can do a stealth kill. Wasn't expecting this level of functionality. I have some questions. Mainly just one. Where exactly was he keeping that sword? Sorry, bub, but I can't have any witnesses. Oh, never mind. She's cool. She's cool. Totally chill. You know, a healthy dose of murder always gets my appetite going, so I think it's about time I sit down for a nice slice of za. The effort put into this message perfectly represents the effort put into the rest of this game. I guess that counted as my breakfast because now it's time to go to my regular job. Is this just a game where I play as a normal dude, but there's guns and violence? So, yeah, it's basically GTA.
Hi Mahi, I have no time now. Today your work, Drucker and Afrin, I know you drive very well but please drive carefully. Tomorrow you have little more work, so please can you come early tomorrow? Okay, see you Mahi.
Yeah, I have no idea what that guy said. Did he tell me to do something? I think I kind of got a little bit high hearing him talk. When he's not assassinating innocent people in pizza shops, our rippling muscular hero is basically an off-brand Uber driver, which means about half the missions just involve driving cars from point A to point B. But really though, how different is that from regular GTA? I also don't get why both of these games heavily restrict how many cars you can drive. The first game only gave us one, and this game only lets us drive very specific cars that are scattered across the map. They're really forgetting the auto part of Grand Theft Auto. I think there's supposed to be some kind of conversation going on during this part, but I can't tell because the car's engine is unfathomably loud. By the end of this drive, my eardrums had been turned to liquid and were pouring out of my skull. But it was all worth it because we have been rewarded with one of the greatest sequences in video game history.
From now we can't be friends. I don't want to meet you again.
Why? What happened?
When I see you, something happened in my heart, or mind, I don't know, in the last few days. So from now, I am not going to meet you anymore.
Oh, do you love me?
No, never. In my lifetime, I will not love anyone.
Come and meet me tomorrow. Okay?
No.
If you did not come, then?
Okay. Okay. I am coming tomorrow. Bye. See you tomorrow.
Bye.
I was riveting. I haven't cried that hard since I watched City Business Lady Country Flannel Christmas. Seriously though, the romance between these two characters is absolutely insane. Depending on who you ask, the guy is either a total incel or a Sigma Alpha gamer.
Okay. Now you have a PC, there are lots of games, now you can play any games, this is single meaning. But, if you are married then, you can play only one game for your whole lifetime. You can't even look at another game poster too. This is marriage.
And the woman goes from being love-struck to a total psychopath at the flip of a switch.
Oh, you want lots of games, huh? If you stay here, I will kill you. Let's meet tomorrow. Bye.
You two are, honestly, genuinely awful people, and I cannot wait to see you fight each other on Dr. Phil or Maury. So this game is practically a GTA clone on a very superficial level because you really don't commit any crimes. You're actually more of a hero vigilante type, because heroes always gun down cops in the middle of the street. In a complete tonal shift from everything else, there's wildly out-of-place missions where you play hero and rescue specifically busty kidnapped women. Well, if I'm dishing out my own brand of street justice, I better get geared up for it. What do we got going on? A bootleg ammunition? Some shady back alley black arms dealer? No. We have this guy. All the possibilities you have for a black market weapons dealer. Why do you pick the guy that looks like a Mortal Kombat reject? Sorry dude, I would buy your sword, but I've already got one firmly planted up my log cutter. Plus, I only have $1,900, not 298 vikrids, whatever those are. I don't know why I would ever use this if I had guns, but let's just see how well the melee combat stacks up anyway. I think she died solely from the sheer badassery of my epic moves. Here's a quick thought experiment. Now just imagine what kind of criminals we'll be fighting. Imagine the type of villains that would be in this game. Now, did you imagine professional wrestler Rey Mysterio? Or maybe UFC fighter Sean Strickland? Ninjas with guns? Or how about sumo wrestlers that use bows and arrows? Because that's what sumo wrestling's all about, right? This entire game is a fustercluck of random asset packs. Salvia hallucinations make more sense than this game. And the combat was baby easy right up until the gun ninja mission. My RPG was about as effective as a sheet of soggy tissue paper, and the moment I turned a corner, I was immediately mowed down before I could even blink. Oh, no, I'm done. I'm done. No, I'm not playing any more of this game. I wasted enough of my life with that damn car mission from the first one we played. I just, we've played some stank-ass games on this channel before, but I don't think we've played any that reach the caliber of these two titles. Now, I will give some credit where credit is due. MA3 almost felt somewhat, slightly, kind of a little bit competent. It had decent bones, though they felt like they were riddled with osteoporosis, but I've seen trailer park meth labs that were more well put together. Streatham Hill Stories, on the other hand, is just indescribable, and I seriously think it gave me some kind of disease. Also, I spent a total of $15 on both of these games. I honestly think I would have been better off if I used the money to buy drugs instead. Now, these games have got me thinking a little bit. Mostly about how much time and money I just wasted, but also about how cool Grand Theft Auto actually is. And it's that same coolness I want to incorporate into my own channel. So I'm going to do a little bit of a rebrand, and I want to show you a new intro I've been working on. So let's go ahead and watch that clip. Thank you all so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please leave a like and let me know what you thought of the video down in the comments below. And be sure to hit the subscribe button and ring the notification bell so you never miss another video. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you all next time. Take care. Hey, man.
Oh, hey.
Hey, man.
Oh, hey, man. Oh, wait, you didn't shoot me.